All right. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? Excited for another terrifying Tuesday. How about you guys? All right. Let's see who we've got in here today. Can I see chat? I'm not sure. Hey, Marie says love the intro. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I I really like that one too. It originally was my GhostTube intro, and then I switched it because I just felt like it was too long for the GhostTube video, so I decided I was just gonna make it the stream intro instead. Glad you liked it though, Marie. How are you doing today? How is everybody doing today? All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump into it a little bit and start chatting about the Goatman's Bridge, which was the investigation we just completed. I have pulled it up on the screen here. If you haven't seen it yet, I do recommend you go watch it. You don't have to watch it. I'll talk a little bit about it here, but it won't spoil the video, so should be just fine. But I really appreciate everybody stopping by and everybody who watched it. It was a ton of fun to make, and I got to give a huge shout out to my cameraman Bob. He's fantastic. Absolutely lovely fellow. You'll probably see him again. I kind of think he's going to be a bit of a recurring character. But we will see. We will see. All right. Let me make sure I got chat working right now. YouTube always spooks me with chat. I can never kind of figure out. Okay. Hey, TDW Muerte, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. All right. So, my thoughts on the investigation at the Goatman's Bridge. Tina, welcome in. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's having a fantastic night. All right. So, Goatman's Bridge, my initial thoughts. So, I almost titled this video, The Worst Place for Paranormal Investigation. Pomp, welcome in. Tina, TDW. Hey, everybody. Good to see ya. Yeah, I almost titled this The Worst Place for a Paranormal Investigation because even though I'd been there once before, I just did not realize just how bad it was. Hey, Julie, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Like, for starters, I mean, I knew it was close to the road, but I mean, we are talking a mere 10 feet from the road at most, right? So I figured I'd skim through some of the video and show you kind of what I'm talking about here as we go through it. I think this is a good spot to kind of show what I see here. Look at this. So you got the road right here, and this railing is about 5 feet from the bridge. So if we go...
Yeah. Ooh. There's a yes right here.
Yeah, do we really need to see the boys? Yeah. So there's the road right there. That's a good place to stop. Terry, you enjoyed my investigation. Thank you so much. Yeah, hopefully I can do some more. But yeah, this is kind of the investigation debrief here. So yeah, you can see that the road is maybe 10 feet away. And the audio, I mean, oh man, I must have messed with it for 2 or 3 hours, and I still just felt like the cars were so overwhelmingly loud. So loud. But we powered through, and I thought it turned out to be a pretty good investigation. I'm curious what you guys' thoughts on it are. If anyone has any questions regarding the Goatman's Bridge, please feel free to drop them in the chat, and we can discuss. The other thing I was thinking about right away while I wait on some questions to come in here was the idea of the human sacrifice angle, animal sacrifice angle of the Goatman's Bridge. Prism, welcome in. Good to see you. We have our one and only Mr. Prism the Mod. Hello, hello. And, you know, it was just... when I went in high school, so this is a while ago, it's probably 8 or 9 years ago now. I remember we went pretty deep out into the woods. So we'll fast forward a little bit, show you kind of what these woods look like. But yeah, we went way down this trail, probably a couple miles. And it was really weird because right on the side of the trail, there were these 2 black plastic garbage bags. And a buddy of mine took a stick and it was already a bit like open a little bit. And we just kind of peeled it off. And you could see that there were, in fact, there was a dead cat in there. So it was super, super sad, honestly. But also, I was a little bit surprised that those rumors seemed to have some weight to them. So hopefully someone reaches out to me from the Denton area and kind of can explain like what people are doing back there. Because I think as far as the animal sacrifice stuff goes, I think there is some truth to it. Whether it's because it's a haunted place or if the animal sacrifice stuff came first, kind of a chicken or the egg, right? Maybe the rumors inspired people to go out there, or maybe the people inspired the rumors. Really hard to say. All right, let's see what we got here. Anything to please the trolls under the bridge. Yes, that's actually a good thing to bring up, Marie, because something else I noticed was that there were constantly teenagers going under that bridge. I mean, there must have been 2 or 3 groups of teenagers, about 4 or 5 per group. Some of them had spray paint, some of them didn't. Some of them screamed, some of them didn't. And yeah, I mean, the amount of interference on this investigation was just beyond belief. Pomp says, it was better than others I've seen from the bridge because it was genuine. Yeah. The number one thing, Pomp, that I noticed is that they're not showing you how close you are to that road. And I mean, you are right there. I mean, it blows my mind that people are kind of misleading their audience like that. And you know, I know it goes against the ambiance, right? Because that's going to be the defense people make. It's like, well, you know, the highway isn't exactly, you know, a haunted atmosphere. And it's like, then go to a place with a better atmosphere, if that's what you're after, right? Don't try to, you know, manipulate the environment and your editing and all of that to make it seem more haunted than it is. That would be my response anyway. But yeah. Julie says, how terrible. Yeah, the cat in the bag stuff was pretty upsetting, I have to say. I did want to skip forward to one thing when I was talking about those teenagers, you know, on the bridge. Let me see if I can find this. Do I recognize my own videos? Oh, there's a few funny moments I want to highlight real fast. So we'll take a look. We'll take a gander at some of my fails real fast. Y'all can hear this, right? Let me know in chat. I'm pretty sure you can, but just in case.
One place we forgot to show y'all before it gets dark is underneath the bridge. So let's go down here and see what we see.
Just wanted to show you guys this in case you think I'm some kind of smart individual. Cameraman Bob really shows me up in this clip.
Oh, there is no under. Where the heck are they when they say they're under the bridge? Is it flooded? Or are they talking like, oh, under that bridge?
You can even see Cameraman Bob. He's pointing. He's like, dude, it's right in front of your face. It's right there.
Oh, I'm an idiot. We're on the right side of the bridge now.
But yeah, that was not my proudest moment. Prism asks, how did it all feel? Was there a dark atmosphere? No, there wasn't a dark atmosphere. No, I think there's a few reasons for that. One, like I said, I investigate with the lights on. So having the lights on really changes the atmosphere right off the bat, and a lot of that priming sensation that you get before like a really creepy investigation just isn't there. I think it also helps, but it's takes away from that creepy atmosphere when you can see the parking lot and the highway. The further you get off into the woods, a little bit of a creepier vibe, I thought, but for the most part, yeah, the atmosphere was pretty like you were walking through your average everyday park. But good question, Prism. Okay, loud and clear. Good, y'all can hear me. Hey, Denise, welcome in. Good to see ya. Sir Spookfest, liked your adventure at the bridge. Thank you. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. We can watch me,
Now, we're gonna go down to it.
Hey, you guys have seen this. You know what I'm talking about. I'll talk about some other stuff. One of the other slight problems I had with this investigation, revolves around the claims. Because I wish there were more testable claims at the Goatman's Bridge, but in my research, it was mostly a lot of run-of-the-mill type claims, stuff like cold spots or, getting scratched and, just your typical hearing voices, noises, EVPs. And that stuff's all well and good, but when you want to actually go out and test claims, it wasn't ideal. Wasn't as good as the Sally House investigation. So for my next investigation, I'm going to look for a place that has more testable claims so that you don't have to witness me doing so much, so much tomfoolery, although it was fun. I had a good time doing it. But, it's more about the investigation and the claims. And I think the bridge just was lacking a little. There were still some good stuff. I liked doing the knocking 3 times on the bridge. That's fun. And let's see. Where do I climb the portal tree? What do you guys think? Did you think I'd be able to climb that tree? You can be honest.
Expect to see a bunch of them in the summertime. Kind of like a portal, which is pretty cool.
Be honest with me, I can take
that weird symbol on it. And apparently, the rumor is, and the legend is, you are not supposed to try to get through this tree, or I don't know. I guess you're transferred through some kind of portal. We didn't really hear that part of the story.
It's fun,
so
thank you, Tina.
I'm gonna go ahead and go through it. Three, two, one.
I don't know. I was impressed. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it.
Spiderweb.
Anyways, good times. That was a fun claim to test. I want more claims like that. Super fun. But yeah, other than that, I did some EVP sessions, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I almost did get stuck. I got my hand stuck, but I was able to come out of it, Sir Spookfest. But yeah, no EVPs because they were just overwhelmed by the sound of the cars. And I really wonder about EVP sessions in like other people's videos. Like, how are you even getting anything out of it? Maybe it's because it's so late at night, there aren't quite as many cars passing, but it's pretty frequent all night. Marie says, I used to love climbing trees when I was much younger. Yeah, I still like doing it. I love climbing trees. Nothing wrong with a good tree climb. Oh, also, real fast, I wanted to show you guys something that was given to me today. Dun, 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 by the one and only. Can you guys see this? Kenny Biddle. I don't think I'm outing any personal information. Nope, I did good. But I wanted to go ahead and open this live for everybody because I'm very excited to receive the next issue of Skeptical Inquirer, which I ended up winning on the Skeptical Help Bar. Yeah, pretty sweet. I don't want to rip it. Dun, 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 dun. The Chronicles of Curiosity. Very excited to read this. If you haven't seen the Skeptical Help Bar and Kenny Biddle's work, please check him out. Kenny, thank you so much. I hope I win the wheel again, because I need more. I'll probably end up just subscribing to the Skeptical Inquirer. Okay, let's see what we got here. Some places EVP is no good. Just gotta look for disembodied voice or steps. Sir Spookfest, how do I look for a disembodied voice? Just like what do you do on an investigation like this? I'm curious. I'd like to know. But yeah, so happy to receive that. And I'm working on a new video for you guys. It's I'm not going to spoil it, but we're going to tackle a paranormal channel. Tina says, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, I was happy to win. I was happy to win. Always fun. But I'm going to cut this live a little short tonight so I can get that done. Rawside Paranormal, welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I am also looking forward to coming on your podcast and doing an interview. It's super awesome for you to invite me on, Rawside. I am very much looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun, Laura. So I am excited. That will be, remind me the date on that, Laura. It was March 11th? I want to make sure I'm not wrong. But, yeah, so look forward to that. I will make a post when it's a little bit closer to time. But it's my first, well, technically my second interview. I did one with Kenny, but that was a little more impromptu. But I'm excited. And then we'll also be talking with the APRF on this channel, I believe February 28th, 29th. Again, I'll make a post when we're a little bit closer, but should be a lot of fun. Mr. Prism says, I'm still waiting for my mail from Kenny. Yeah. Hey, he's a busy man. He's a busy man. My first one took me a little bit, but it'll come. Yep, March 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch me there. Very exciting stuff. All right. So one other thing I didn't touch on in my video was the history of the Goatman's Bridge. Now, the reason I didn't touch on it was because I felt like enough people had covered it, and the story is pretty famous. The Goatman's Bridge has blown up since Ghost Adventures went there, as well as Watcher, Sam McColby, the boys. You know, the whole gang, if you will, of a particular type of investigator. And anyways, the story mostly revolves around a man, I believe, named Charles Washburn. And he was called the Goatman because he was a goat farmer. He had a farm nearby and often took the road. But he ended up getting too popular and too successful. And a certain group of people didn't appreciate that. It's a very bad group. I don't really want to say who they are on a live stream. But they came after him and ended up throwing him off of that bridge. And anyways, that's how the story goes. Is there any truth to that story? In my opinion, no. I did some deep diving, looking through the history, as well as listened to some historians talk about it. And they are pretty confident, as well am I, that there is really no truth to that story. So, you know, it's kind of the same way that the Sally House went. You know, these stories become legend, and it's always just so odd to me that when you start going back, there really is nothing to it. Yeah, it's really interesting. And I know people like to say, you know, oh, well, the hit record keeping wasn't as good back then. But in my experience, and I've been diving through historical records for years and years now, they are actually pretty good at keeping records, even back in the day. The only exception is when the libraries in a particular town burn down. That's usually the only time you lose a pretty bulk amount of history like that. So Yeah. There doesn't seem to be too much to the legend, unfortunately. I'd like to go to a place that has a real story to it for my next investigation, but we'll see. We'll see. Sir Spookfest says, in review of your investigation, usually, but I have heard footsteps walking up and disembodied voice before. It's very rare, but not on equipment in live investigations. That's very interesting, Sir Spookfest. There's a lot of different tech I want to try out, but one of the big ones that would really help with this kind of stuff, like when you're talking about you hear footsteps on a live investigation, and this isn't even tech like that we don't already have. What I really want is a police body cam. The reason is that, say you're setting up for your investigation, you're not rolling, for whatever reason you're not rolling. Well, if you have a body cam, what they do is it records the last 2 minutes of footage prior to you hitting record, and it's a sliding window. So you have 2 minutes before you hit that record button. So if you hear footsteps, you can just double tap that record. It'll go back and pick up that section, even though you weren't recording at the time. Super interesting thing to add to your paranormal toolkit if it's available to you. I do think they're very expensive. I can't afford one yet, but I'm hoping to get my hands on one sometime soon. I've just got a few things I really have to pay off, and then hopefully I can start really investing in some more paranormal equipment. The good kind, like data loggers and body cameras, and even maybe like some really long poles with a little camera at the top so I can see the roof. I got a lot of ideas. It's just, you need the money. You need the money. But yeah. So I thought we could do a little Goatman's Bridge debunking, or just, investigating. Look at some of the popular channels and just go... I never actually saw the Sam and Colby one. I saw some of it, but not a ton. Let's see. And I don't want to watch a lot of Sam and Colby because they're gonna get me. I was hoping I'd see like the I'm not gonna watch Sam and Colby because they're gonna get mad at me. Let's watch man. Everybody goes here. Oh look, there's Beardo. Hi Beardo. Okay. Let's go. Demon on Goatman's Bridge. Call me crew. We're gonna do the boys because I've watched a decent amount of theirs. And
I love the open concept.
I will say one thing about the boys that I did like. They have a list of claims at the beginning that they go through and try to like. They don't. They just, as it happens, they mark it off the list. I'm not gonna comment on their evidence at this point. It's not good, but I don't want to watch all of it. We're gonna go to their most replayed section here and see what we got.
That's fun. It's always a good sign. I only know that because of playing The Binding of Isaac. So, there it is. It's great.
They say video games can't teach you nothing.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you can hear yourself from like across the creek.
Hello.
Great point, actually. There is definitely an echo. Definitely an echo at this location. Even, daytime, nighttime, doesn't matter. Although nighttime, it's probably a lot scarier. Let me catch up on chat fast. Oh no, Laura, you weren't feeling good? What's going on? Ross-eyed says, hi, Beardo. J-Bob, welcome in. Glad you could make it. But yeah, so there's definitely an echo. I wonder why they're replaying this section.
So who wants to go under the Estes method? I think that the person who's been interacted with the most tonight should go in the Estes.
Oh, so
We're
Josh.
replaying this
No,
for the
that's you.
Estes method.
No.
I don't want to hear it. Let's see what else we got. We got a few other little
We
sections.
should go deeper into the woods. I think we should move towards the tree.
The fuck was that?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Okay, tell me where the ripples are. It literally just...
Okay. If you watched my video, what do we think they just heard? Does anyone have the answer? Just out of curiosity. Well, what do we think they heard? Because I'm pretty sure I know. Because I caught a couple of them on video. But, you know. We'll play the game. Sir Spookfest wins. He is right. The answer is turtle. It is a turtle. Especially because I heard the same stuff in the winter. So, Tina says, yay, Estes method. Yeah.
Happened. Big ol'
to
splash.
each their own.
Zero ripples.
This is what I was talking about. This list here. Now, I don't think they're checking them off correctly, but at least they have a list of claims, and they're attempting to sort of go through it. That's the only nice thing I'm going to say about this investigation. But at least they're trying, sort of. Not really. That's all I can say, is I like that they have a list of claims. Okay, other than that, what do we got? What do the boys have for us? Oh,
Right.
yeah, I remember this. They have like a K2 meter over here, and it's red because I think the batteries died, but they were trying to say it was something else.
We also decided off camera to make a checklist out of the most common.
Also, so when you listen to their audio, you never hear the cars in the background. I don't know how they're doing that, but they are masking a lot of noise. A lot of it. Mr. Prism says, I did a lot of content creation today. Have been at it all day long. What have you been working on, Mr. Prism? Tina said, yes, Sir Spookfest is usually an animal. Outdoor investigation is much trickier. Yes, there were animal tracks all over the place, you know. You know what? We're going to look at this list, and I'm just going to give potential answers right now. Phantom hoofbeats. Deer. Any kind of animal, really. It's very hard to discern what would be a hoofbeat from any other kind of animal noise. Cold spots, we talk about in the video. You know, bridges are naturally cooler for a few different reasons. I don't know about the sulfur smell. Shadowy figures. There are people all over this road, or road and bridge. And it's not surprising to find large groups of people out in the woods. So that's going to be my explanation for that. Misty apparitions. Again, kind of seeing people from afar, maybe. Maybe I'm reaching there. Yeah, Sir Spookfest agrees, yeah. Scratching. So there are bits of iron on the bridge that could definitely scratch you up pretty good. I made a note of that in the video. And also, just if you go into the woods at all, there's all kinds of thorns and stuff out there. Glowing orbs, car headlights. 100% car headlights. Children laughing, teenagers. Splashing sounds. Okay. The splashing sounds one kind of caught me off guard there. Like, it's just, it's animals in the water. Ghostly woman seen weeping. Again, you know, you're just looking at, there's a lot of people out there. And finally, the Goatman himself. That's who I was really hoping to catch. But I did not catch him. And I'm pretty sure the boys aren't going to catch him either. But, you know. What can you do? But, yeah. I think that's about all I had to touch on for the Goatman's Bridge investigation. So, from here, because I kind of want to practice my my top 5 debunking. Are y'all good if we switch over and we start looking at some Nuke's top 5 or something like that, doing a little bit of debunking? I know it's not exactly creative, but it's an area that I kind of lack expertise, because I kind of look at the more logical side of the debunking and less at the let's go frame by frame and figure out exactly how it was fake. But I think that's an important skill to have, even if I don't necessarily always show it in my videos. So I'm thinking I want to take some time, and I want you guys to help me learn how to do debunking right. So please feel free to comment, yell at me when I don't get it right. I want to learn. Hopefully you guys learn a little something with me. I think it could be fun. Prism says, a Barotrauma Let's Play. Awesome. Finished a song. Made a video clip for that as well. And you're working on shorts for both. Awesome. Very productive day, Mr. Prism. Congrats. Yeah, unfortunately, so the reason I'm stopping the stream a little early tonight is because I have to work on my video. You know, the weekly videos come before everything else. So, unfortunately, I have to cut it a little short tonight. But without further ado, let's do a top 5. What comes up first? 2 months ago. I want to do one that isn't like as common, right? Top 5 trash cans. I know we said we were going to do this, but... Alright, we're debunking trash cans. I couldn't pass. I couldn't pass that.
Today we have a list of top 5 trash can. Número 5. Trash can move.
Okay. Okay. This actually might have to be debunked. Zombie, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. A terrifying Tuesday. We're just debunking these moving trash cans at the moment. There's something in the top left corner, and the road looks very slick and icy. I think they were possibly pushed. It looks rainy. Yeah, you see the water on the car? Wait, is that water? Yeah. They're moving a little weird for them to be, like, in the water. So I'm a little unsure. What do you guys think? Marie says that's wind. Definitely seems possible. Search boost trash can race. In bed sick. Oh man, zombie, that sucks. I had the flu I think 3 weeks ago and it was horrible. But yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you.
Número 4.
Okay.
Trash can is
wind or water. Both seem like good answers. Okay. All right. The audio is insane. I don't think we have to debunk that. I do not want to hear that audio again, though.
Número 3. Trash can cat.
Mimia.
Okay. Okay. You lost me at Trash Can Cat, but it was good until then. 1 million views, by the way, guys. 1 million views on that video. Yeah, sometimes you don't even have to have a good idea. You can just push some trash cans down the street and call it a day. Okay. Sir Spooks, you got competition, Sir Spook Fest. 13 scary videos, too creepy to ignore. I almost ignored them, but they were a little too creepy.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 13 scary videos.
Okay.
But before we begin,
ready, Spook.
make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Oh, I think Marie has the answer to that last one. Someone lost their phone. That's a good point. That's a good point.
The first video we'll be taking a look at today comes from TikTok user HauntedHouse84. And as you're about to see in a few seconds, that
TikTok
username
to
might be a
start it
little
off.
too accurate. The clip starts with the homeowner upstairs, and right away, you can hear a bunch of strange sounds coming from the kitchen downstairs. It's the kind of noise that instantly makes your stomach drop, because you know nobody should be down there. Have a listen.
But we don't know that. But okay. Okay.
Hello?
See, he's not running. I know I said I wasn't going to do the logical debunk, but call the cops, man. Clearly someone's in your house, right? Tina says, ooh, TikTok videos are always so real. Yeah, they cannot lie to you on TikTok. TikTok is a app that does not allow you to lie. The TikTok
Even with
text
all that going on, the uploader somehow keeps it together and heads downstairs to
I wonder how.
investigate. But the second he reaches the kitchen,
Sometimes I feel like I'm going off on tangents already. This is why I'm not getting any better at debunking like this. But I watch a lot of John Wolfe, especially at night. Like, he's kind of one of my right before bed, just throw it on and it ends up running into the night. But I feel like I've gotten a little more sarcastic, and I'm wondering if I should like tone it back a little bit with the John Wolfe videos late at night. I don't know if you guys have experienced something similar, but I find myself being more sarcastic watching these videos now than before I watched John Wolfe.
the sounds suddenly stop. And then he sees this.
He has a new video out, by the way, after this live. Y'all should go check that out. It was fun. Man, I really wish he would have ran down there, earlier.
I did not leave the light on.
Marie says you saw this on Casper's site? All right. Let's see if my debunk is as good or better than his.
Multiple cupboards are wide open, like someone's been rummaging through them in a hurry. He pans the camera across the kitchen to show the scale of it, and just when it seems like the moment might fizzle out, something happens that completely catches him off guard.
Yeah, you hear so you got like 30 straight seconds of cabinets being opened, drawers being pulled out, and blah, 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 right? But the second he goes down there, it's completely stopped, right?
Oh, shit. Stuff on the floor. Whoa!
Okay. All right. That's one where we need a we need to look at it. All right. Let's slow it down. Is this how they do it? Playback speed. 0.5.
That completely catches him off guard.
Mm-hmm. Let me catch up. Sir Spookfest says, I do like Sir Spooks, but no, I'm not him. Yeah, I'm not surprised you get that, Sir Spookfest. I was watching his latest vid, waiting for this live to start. Awesome, Tina. Yeah, Rawside, I agree. Yeah, you don't just grab, like, oh, there's definitely an intruder downstairs. Let me grab my phone for record this TikTok real fast. Yeah.
Stuff on the floor.
The way it moves is kind of interesting.
Floor.
I'm going to have to slow it down even more, I think. Let's go to 0.25. Is this not all right. Bold. But this little tiny thing right here where my mouse is, I think y'all didn't see my mouse. Yeah. Is that not a fishing line? That seems like the fishing line to me, in my uneducated opinion. What do you guys think? I might even make it a poll. I think you guys will just tell me. What do we think? Fishing line or not fishing line? Okay, Marie thinks this is fishing line. Wire glint, awesome. I got one. Look at me go. I'm gonna call this my first real evidence style debunk. These are the ones I always see real evidence doing. Beardo too, and some of the others, but real evidence, like this is his bread and butter. Slowing these videos down and getting to it. Hopefully he'd be proud. Hopefully. Please. Sweet. All right, 1 down, 12 to go. Okay, I didn't need all that. Oh. I was wondering why the audio is messed up. I was like, wow, he's really, I was thinking he's really dragging out this number 12. Didn't realize my playback speed is on 0.25 still. Great job, Mason.
Like, there's nobody here. I'm not doing the sensor. But it keeps on opening and closing.
Where?
And
I mean, we can't see the right corner.
Wasn't as alone as he thought.
Right? Like, this is one of those where I probably can't debunk it.
Closing. Like, there's nobody here. I'm not doing this.
This one seems too easy, right? Like, you just have somebody on the far right corner who's messing with it off camera. And then, even if it's not that, right? Like, these are prone, I mean, it's an automatic door. I've definitely seen automatic doors open when nobody's really there. And, like, sensors, you know, sensors die eventually and need to be replaced. Pretty simple explanation, I think. Next. Rapid fire. He was too close to the doors. It's a wide angle sensor. Yeah, that is a good point, Marie, because he wasn't quite far enough away for me to be comfortable just saying it's not him. But you know. All right, haunted
a man
apartment.
named Tristan posted a video to his TikTok account in October 2025, and it shows him sitting quietly in his bedroom inside his apartment, almost like he's trying to be as still as possible. Thankfully, it doesn't take long to see why.
By the way, if you guys have seen all of these, I'll go find like a random one. You guys just let me know. Because if this has been done to death, I don't really want to force you guys to watch me redo it. And I can tell some of y'all have already seen these. Or if you guys have something you want to look at live, feel free. Ooh, let's actually talk about... So I was in Mr. Gray's stream Saturday, Sunday, sometime over the weekend. And I was looking for this clip, and I finally found it. It's called The Ice Cave Ghost. This is a really interesting one. It's super old, 16 years ago. Actually, and I remembered it, and it was so hard to find. It took me like 30 minutes of searching to find this thing. But anyways, it's a regular video of a guy walking through the mountains until he gets to this cave, and you can see something really interesting. But just for the record, in case anyone asks, yes, Mr. Gray covered this, but I was the one who brought up this clip, so I wanted to talk about it.
Jetzt sehen wir das Wahrzeichen oder das Symbol unserer.
You know what's interesting? You know what's interesting, guys? This isn't even the same video. This is not the video I was talking about. This is a separate ice cave ghost in the same ice cave, which is suspicious.
You looked over the edge? Oh my god. Like 1,000 feet down.
Yeah, Sir Spookfest, this would be a creepy spot. No doubt about that. Here, I'm gonna go to the one that I know is right.
Here we are.
Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. We'll start, like I said, he's just walking around.
There's the little people, and that goes down. Hundreds of feet.
Can you see that waterfall?
Yeah. What waterfall?
Did you go over here?
Oh yeah, coming off the side, yeah.
This way, to the left. We're on the left.
There's someone climbing up the wall. It's an Iceman. It's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that? Oh my god. It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's a ghost.
All right, guys, what do you think? What do we think is the cause of this? I won't spoil it for those of you who didn't see Mr. Gray's stream, but I think there is an answer to this, and it is not what it's not what you would expect right off the bat. I'll say that. I will say that. Sir Spookfest says that's a frog on the wall. I thought so at first too, but it's actually too big, and it doesn't move quite right.
Ghost.
And look at the movements here. I'll slow it down for you guys. Let's do half speed.
It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you.
So the limbs literally like Mr. Fantastic shoot out. Mr. Prism. Yeah, of course, Mr. Prism. Let me know. Let me know, Mr. Prism. J-Bob says it's Spider-Man. J-Bob, I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. Marie says it could be the limbs of a bat. That was actually my guess, Marie. I thought, because it seemed to me like a bat would be more likely than a frog, and it kind of has that bat-like movement to it. But there's actually a different answer that I think is most correct here. And I'll go ahead and spoil it now. So, it is actually probably like 95% confident that this is a projector. And it's a projection on the ice cave wall. Now, when Mr. Gray gave that take, I'm going to say I wasn't 100% convinced. But then he started talking about the idea that a lot of these caves do like different kinds of light shows and projection shows, like a lot of the time. And I just wasn't familiar. I haven't been in many of these kind of caves where they do those shows. And so we looked it up and was able to confirm that they do projection shows in this cave. And this is most likely just one of the projections they were doing. But yeah, isn't that interesting? I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was a very neat debunk. One you don't see that often anymore. I feel like I don't see many people talking about projection debunks. But yeah, I can't remember where this actually is. Austrian mountains. But yeah. Projector. It does kind of make sense too, because you can sort of see behind it. Because it's kind of see-through, right? Like, yeah, like Wookiee hole. That's a good example, Marie. Tina says cave spider, but then changes her answer. That's what I meant, projector. Yeah, that's the same thing, Tina. You got it. You're right on the money with that. No worries. All right. Cool. Sorry. Well, sometimes I say sorry, and I'm like, well, that was fun. I don't want to apologize for that. All right. Top fives. I'm kind of curious what else comes up for Ice Cave Ghost. Oh, here's a 22 view video from Fiaz TV from 6 years ago. There might be some hidden gems in here. Jasper, welcome in. Sup, fam jam. I like it. I like it, Jasper. We're going to be the 23rd viewer. Let's see what you got. Okay. I'm still in half speed. But this is still pretty slow intro. Okay. Sorry guys, I accidentally turned off my chat. There we go. Hey, Lila Lo. Lila Lo. Yeah. Hey, Lila Lo, how are you? Okay. So I don't see a dang thing on that one. Can't debunk if you can't see. Okay, potato camera. But we might be able to do something with this. Let me see. There are clearly two human beings walking right here behind them. I think this outline thing here is what we're supposed to be looking at. Am I wrong on that? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, so that was what we were supposed to look at. Dang it, man. Get my chat back up here. There we go. Okay. Now we'll go back. And so it's gone. Let's go back just a second. Rawside says it's E.T. Sir Spookfest says it's a gremlin. Both good answers. I like it. See, here's the thing. It's not moving. Is it still there? Yeah, it is still there. Okay. And then this car comes and it's gone. Right? Yeah. It doesn't even seem like it's... I keep accidentally clicking out, but that part looked kind of interesting. Let's see. I'll go half speed. I'm looking to see, like, what happens when that car crosses in front. Like, is it really behind it? Is kind of the question I'm asking, or wanting to ask. It seems like it is there. Prism says it's Dobby. Sir Spookfest says it's an edit. Like it's added in. I don't even know. See, this is one of the ones where I'm like, I need... Like... What do you think? Do you think that's actually there in the scene, or that that's just added in post? I like that, Sir Spookfest. So it could be a shadow. The only thing is, it's standing incredibly still. Rawside says Dobby. I like that. We might have to just say that's Dobby and leave it at that. I'm trying to think of other ideas, because, yeah, all I kind of can think is that if the car passes in front, the way it does, and we can see through and still see it there. I'm going to do this one more time, and I'm going to slow it down to 0.25. If I can't figure it out, then that's too bad. So this guy is kind of in line. See that, like, little glimmer of light? I kind of was curious if I could stop on it, like where you see it inside of the... Why does it keep doing that? Okay, potato quality. Prism says some kind of stand. Give him a sock. All right. What? Okay, they're gonna circle it for us. Maybe the answer is coming. Is it gonna pop back up? Just me trying to get home on Friday night. All right, all right. Okay, okay. So the light is shining over it. It does... I think it's there. I think it's real. It blocked the light. At least it appeared to block the light. It's got to be like a stand. I think that's right. I think it's some kind of stand. Oh, look, here's... Is this a person? Look right here. Is that a guy? All right. All right. I'm going with stand. Final answer. All right. I can't do the potato quality with this guy. Oh, I feel like all of his videos were just too potato-ish, so... We've got to go back to the classics. I guess I have to do top 5 ghosts, don't I? And I'm going to scroll so I don't get the same videos we've all seen. Go me. This bugs me already. Because I just know how this is going to go. Also, I really don't like scammers, and FaZe Rug is a scammer. Beardo. Mr. Wolf? Where are my top 5s? Okay. Haunter. Okay. I don't know Haunter.
Matty had been...
Prism says, puppet stand or VFX? The last shot looked a bit stuttery. Yeah. I think puppet stand's a good idea.
Quiet evening at home when she started to hear strange noises outside. At first, it sounded almost like a man mumbling, low and muffled, but she couldn't quite make out the words. Curiosity and a touch of fear got the better of her, so she grabbed a flashlight and her phone before...
Too dark. I don't want to do that one. Come on.
Hugo and two of his friends had always laughed at the idea of ghosts, so when they heard about a supposedly haunted house nearby, they decided to go check it out for themselves.
All right. Very cool looking house. When you talk about atmosphere, this is the kind of place.
None of them expected much, other than just a night of fun, a little adrenaline, and maybe a good story to tell afterward. When they entered the building, they found it in shambles, with broken furniture, dust, and debris scattered everywhere.
Needs to
They
stabilize
explored room after room, joking and pointing out the eerie state of the place, still convinced nothing supernatural would come of it.
Just moving around everywhere. Did that just show the address of the house?
Loco,
Okay.
pero porque yo
Guess
tengo
if we
que ir al
want to go
frente.
there. Wait, did it say Texas? Did I make that up? Did I just
They
read
found
Texas
it in
where there wasn't
shambles,
Texas?
with broken furniture, dust, and debris scattered everywhere. They explored room after room, joking and pointing out the eerie state of the place, still convinced nothing supernatural would come of it.
It is. It's in Houston. We could go here. I'm not sure why we're just giving the address out here, but I do think I could get there in a very reasonable amount of time. Should I debunk it? Live debunk?
Loco, pero porque yo tengo que ir al frente.
I don't want to trespass, to be honest. This doesn't look like a safe place. I'm not very big on the abandons.
Loco, espérate.
Yeah, this place or Spookfest looks good.
Loco, yo siento como que alguien los está viendo de adentro. Aquella. Mío. Dale, loco, vete al
All right,
frente.
guys, you're losing me. Come on, get to faking. You don't know if it's fake yet. Search Spookfest says I'm going in. Okay. Hey, you do you, but be careful is all I'm gonna say. Oh man, this place is busted up.
Nosotros dos somos los que vamos a ver esto más rápido. Ya grafiten hecho ahí, qué vergüenza. Esta mierda. No, voy aquí, debe haber todo. Dale, loco, vamos. Ya. Con respeto, lo conocemos, sí. Es que mira cómo está.
Güey, esta mierda se nos va a caer encima.
Dale,
Ten cuidado, viejo. Tengan cuidado donde pisan, loco.
Para todos lados, ¿no? Ey, loco, que me siento como que ando en El Salvador, loco. Le digo algo, Hugo.
Okay.
Como yo soy el único que no está.
Okay, wait, I heard the bass drop, but I don't see anything.
Nosotros dos somos los que vamos a ver esto más rápido que mira el grafiten hecho ahí, qué vergüenza. Esta mierda. No, voy aquí, debe haber todo armado. Dale, loco, vamos. ¿Qué pasó, loco? Este man, que cagamos, bro.
These guys are just yapping away. Take your time, I guess.
Hey, pero no va a caer este techo, güey.
Don't they know they're one of 10 videos we need to debunk? Tori says everywhere is haunted if you shake the camera around enough. True. How do we know it's not the ghost shaking the camera? Okay, at least we get a nice circle of the light. Oh, man. Okay. All right. All right. This has 50,000 views, by the way. This is all I see. At first, I thought they were just talking about the blue, because this is clearly light from the window. The only thing that, like, might not be is the hair here. Looks like an eye, eyebrow. She's got kind of a pig nose thing going on, though, I gotta say. So now the question is it pareidolia and just, like, I don't know, artifacting, or is there more to it? And maybe it was overlaid or something. Let's go back just a little. Why do we have a full scene of...
A brief and chilling image appeared. A faint figure resembling a ghostly woman seemed to be...
So this is the photo we see, right? Like, this is clearly light from the windows. I don't see anything here. And then they just, like, overlay... Like, where does this come from? Where did all this extra nonsense come from? I think this is just, like, they overlaid some grainy filter over the top of it and then added this in. If I was a betting man. What do you guys think? I'm not 100% convinced, but that's my thought by just looking at it. But I'm curious what you guys think. I mean, trying to think of something else, like... But the fact that there was nothing, and then all of a sudden... Yeah, light from the window. Yeah, Sir Spookfest, I think you're right on that, but, like... What's with the graininess that's been added over an image that didn't have any grain? Like, this is the same image. Like, you can see the lights. And then, where did all this graininess come from? Weird. All right. I'm going to say that that's the debunk, you guys. Now, I do think I'm going to end it here. Like I said, I'm going to be out of town from Thursday to, like, next Monday. So I need to make sure I get my video prepped so I can get it out this week. Because honestly, I think every hour counts at this point. I'm probably going to be up pretty late tonight recording. But it's going to be an awesome video, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. I want to give a shout out to some people before we end the stream. So let's give a shout out to Sir Spookfest, Tori, Mr. Prism, Tina Girl, Rawside Paranormal, J-Bob. All right, Marie. Who else am I looking for? Zombie J. And... No, I think that's everybody I want to cover. Pomp as well. I'll say hi to Pomp. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.